Hello, my friends. So, if today's date, July the 18th, is your birthday, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to keep in balance this year, and uh, is there some kind of lesson or some kind of overall understanding that can be imparted for what this all means? Or is there some kind of mile marker or signpost that this points to where you can understand where you are in your process? So the general energy card for the year for you is the box. And the box is definition. And many of us live under tight definitions of who we're allowed to be in the society we're in the religion we're in the family that we're in the understanding of who we are and what we're allowed to be. And oftentimes we call these boxes to it because we know what's in the box, and we can handle what's in the box, and we're afraid of what's outside of the box, and we're afraid of the unknown, and it's often better to stay with inside the box because we know it, or we think it is easier to stay with what's inside of the box and doing that rather than venturing out and exploring and breaking up the rigidity of outsiders' beliefs and internal beliefs about yourself, about what you're allowed to do and who you are, and what's quote right and wrong, and what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. So it's all about looking at the boxes that you put yourself in this year. What kind of what do you give away by staying in what you're doing? What do you love about it? What do you hate about it? And how can you break down some of the rigidities that keep you in the boxes, that don't allow you to be authentic, don't allow you to be your fullest self, don't allow you to test outside waters because you're afraid of other people's opinions, or you're afraid that they may lead you into things that you are ultimately afraid of and may not wish to face. So all of that is kind of the question of the box for the year. So what is the challenge? Well, the challenge is the Son of Wands. In this deck, the Son of Wands is you understand that there's something that's really passionate that's calling you, and it's something that may look foolish to others, and but you have to do it, you have to teach it, you have to dance it, you have to apply yourself to it. You understand that it's something that you will come back and help others with at some point, but the first step is to take the step toward it, and to take the step toward looking like you're breaking away from your home or your family or your community or your country or the studies that you've had or the relationships that you built, because they become defining and confining. They've put a box around you, and the Son of Fools says, no, I cannot suffer the box any longer. I cannot uh, hold myself back. But that's your challenge this year, to let yourself be the fool, to let yourself look like someone who's breaking down what is expected of them. Other people might not like you because, or like your actions because of what you wish to do. So there's, I think, something that might stop you there. Or your analytical mind might say, well, it's not getting me to where I, quote, need to be according to what society thinks or family thinks, or even I think about what would be the sense of prosperity. But this is the question about your soul. And, what is the prosperity of your soul worth? And your soul is really pushing at you to do something that really feels truthful to it, authentic to it, a sacred mission to it. And it doesn't want you to stop being your authentic self. It wants you to climb beyond your boxes, climb beyond your defining moment, step out of your comfort zone, and learn how to step into what is really propelling you in its amazing vision. But you have to be willing to step out of it, and that's your challenge, to step into your truest self, your truest role, and break down some rigidities and some doctrines and some enclosures that keep you bound to them. So what's the action you can take? Well, it's the frog. And the frog is all about cleansing. The frog is all about becoming a healer. The frog is often used worldwide as a healing mechanism. Frogs are put into shamans' mouths as they do healing work, and then the essence from the frog, spit onto somebody, or a frog is held in a hand as work is being done, or a frog is used with their juices to help something be healed. But the frog is both good on land and both good on water, so it's kind of a natural healer for healing the physical body as well as healing the emotional body. And a lot of what you're asked to do is to keep healing your emotional body and to keep looking at what you want to do versus what you're repulsed from doing, and to look at all your pains within you and do the appropriate healing work from them. Maybe this is about getting help from someone else, a healer. Maybe this is about becoming the healer that you are supposed to be. Maybe in that recognition of becoming, a mystical healer. Maybe that's the son of Juan's fool. That it goes against kind of the understanding of Western civilization and Western society and Western thought about stepping into something that's otherworldly, connected to other spiritual practices, or connected to your own wisdom and intuition that is calling for you to learn and grow and step beyond the rigidities of thinking only Western medicine has the right ideas, or only Western truth holds the right ideas, or only scientific principles hold the only right ideas. Anything that limits and confines, I think the frog is wanting to heal and clean and cleanse and break down so it can break through into another understanding of itself, of yourself. So that is your action to take this year. Be willing to get help from others. Be willing to step into your own healing paradigm. Be willing to look at the issues that need worked on, that need cleansed, that need some kind of assistance in their movement and their growth and their freedom. Because if we hold on to all of our pains and we hold on to them because we know them and it's a thing we know, but we don't want to change them and heal them because then we're going into lands that we don't know, then we're staying in our box. We're staying locked up. We're staying stuck. And this is a year of breaking down your stuckness. So what is the general energy card for this year? Well, the outcome card, I should say, for this year is this beautiful card of freedom. A soul card comes with no definitions or instructions, purely intuitional. I think you're opening your heart. I think you're opening your mind. I think you're opening your connection to the wisdom of the universe. I think you're looking to take flight and to soar above the mundane and to soar above the definitions that define you. There's a great quote that says, if you're the human soul comes in without a sense of anything, and then it looks through its family and its culture and its growth, early growth. It looks to define itself. It looks to make a name for itself. It looks to tag itself as something, but that's usually the ego that's trying to define itself, and then it gets stuck in those definitions and needs to work to break through those definitions to really keep becoming itself and to keep finding the freedom of itself. Once you get your definitions of who you are, then the work is to break down the definitions so that you become more wholly everything that you are, and not just stuck in one box of belief about self, about place, about mission, about life, about existence. So this is an opening time. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to do healing work. Allow yourself to look the fool. Allow yourself to break down and break through some of those boxes that you put yourself in willingly, but you have to now willingly and willfully trust your sacred devices and trust your sacred consciousness and trust your sacred mission to break down, break out, and break free. Ahom Atakwiyas, and blessed be.